Facilitator page. Runtime, 13 to 16 minutes including the silences. Do not rush the silences to save time. What you need, chairs in a circle. 1 copy of this script per person. Optional, a coat, a small bell or jar, 1 stone. Parts, pilot, mechanic, traveler, administrator, narrator, chorus. The chorus is everyone not holding a name part. No proper names appear anywhere in this cut. Nobody has to pronounce anything unfamiliar out loud. Say this once at the start, then stop talking. Anyone can pass at any time. Just say pass or stay quiet. The next person picks up the line and we keep going. Reading flat is fine. This is not acting. When the script says thud, everybody makes one sound together, a palm on your knee or the chair. Then we leave 1 beat of quiet. There's no discussion circle after. The play is the whole thing. 2 places not to help. The 6 seconds near the end. Count them privately. It will feel long. That is correct. If someone laughs, hold it anyway. The last 3 lines of the coda. Read them plainly and stop. Do not soften the ending. Do not run this where someone declining to participate could affect a bed, a referral, or any other material.
Learning, working, condition. Prologue. Chairs in a circle. The chorus is spread through the room. Chorus, attention, all arrivals and departures. By order of the Wake Ordinance, passing through without leaving a mark is the shared privilege of every resident. Chorus, kindly maintain graceful displacement at all times. Chorus, contact between persons is limited to 5 seconds unless the form has been approved. The chorus counts together, looking toward one another. At 5, everyone turns away. Chorus, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They turn away. Chorus, thank you for participating in a connection event. Pilot, that was brisk. I've had soup take longer to forgive me. Mechanic, soup does not forgive. Pilot, not with that attitude. Chorus, awake is any evidence that one thing has passed through another thing's day. Traveler, what happens at 6? Chorus, at 6 seconds, contact becomes unclassified. Pilot, terrifying. Mechanic, the form is 17 pages. Pilot, 17, that's almost intimacy. Chorus, please proceed without inconvenience. Everyone, 1 palm on a knee, chair, or table, together. Thud. 1 beat of silence. Chorus, thank you. That was a stone arriving where it was going. 1, the window. 1 chair becomes a table in a noodle shop. The real window is fogged. A chorus reader plays a screen on the wall, speaking with needless cheer. Narrator, a traveler comes in off a broken down boat. He has spent 3 years writing down every lonely signal he could find. Chorus, welcome to the ideal port, clean, calm, and nobody's fault. Pilot, that screen is never eaten here. Mechanic, neither has the screen. Mechanic, your mast is bent. Traveler, it's tired. Mechanic, metal does not get tired. Traveler, no, but it carries tiredness very convincingly. Pilot, you see, she agrees in her own severe religion. Narrator, the traveler listens to the room instead of the soup. Traveler, people are tired. Mechanic, that is not a measurement. Traveler, no. Mechanic, then how do you know? Traveler, a sail can be full of wind and still be exhausted. It can do what it was made to do, and every pull on it can make it thinner. Pilot, that's annoyingly good. I'll have to pretend I thought of it. Traveler, for 3 years I wrote down lonely signals. I thought if I knew all of them I wouldn't miss any. I thought being accurate was a way of being there. 1 quiet tap, if someone is holding the bell or jar. Mechanic, you counted the people. But did you count the window? Traveler, I counted the signals. Mechanic, that is not what I asked. Narrator, he looks at the fogged real window. Then at the perfect one on the screen. On the screen nobody can see in. Traveler, no, I did not. The pilot fights with an imaginary vinegar bottle, loses, and hands it to the mechanic. She opens it in 1 turn. Pilot, good. We've established a standard of honesty and a standard of kitchen competence. Narrator, he gets up and wipes a clear circle in the fogged glass. Outside, a cart with 1 bad wheel, a worker on a ladder, and a small ship with a ridiculous blue wave painted on the side. Mechanic, your boat needs a new mast. The port will charge too much and do it badly. Pilot, that's our whole business plan. Do you want us to fix it? Traveler, yes. Thud. 1 beat. 2, the door.
No more silent pages. Door. 1 reader puts on the coat, or holds it. The chorus stands close, but speaks quietly. These are the voices in the lining. Narrator, for 40 years, an administrator has kept an iron mountain in order. Every morning he files a readiness report. The machines are ready to dig out nothing. There is nowhere the report goes. Chorus, contact is a breach. Chorus, routine is not a purpose. Chorus, the system requires no explanation. Narrator, a crooked distress signal starts repeating, it is unverified. He accepts the call anyway. Pilot, good afternoon, terrifying mountain. Your beacon has been asking whether it's been abandoned. I told it no. It has excellent posture. Mechanic, there's no maintenance log. Traveler, the beacon sounded lonely. Chorus, signals do not have emotional conditions. Traveler, no, but they can get tired of repeating. Pilot, I'm trying to make this easy. Traveler, are you alone? The chorus stops. The administrator looks at the group, then away. Administrator, there are multiple voices present. Pilot, that's either very interesting or very expensive. Administrator, your ship will remain outside the perimeter. Pilot, absolutely. We're excellent at perimeters. We've been asked to leave several. The administrator cuts the call. He looks at the outer door. Narrator, he walks the doors he has maintained for 40 years. At the last one, he puts in the key. Nothing happens. Chorus, do not force the mechanism. He puts a hand flat against the door. It opens with a clean old sigh. Narrator, it had never been locked. Thud. 1 beat. Pilot, Inspector, I hope you brought your own clipboard. Ours is damp. Administrator, I am not an inspector. Pilot, better and better. Narrator, he crosses the little bridge. The pilot puts a hand out. Pilot, 5 seconds. Port regulation. We can break it later if we fill out the proper form. Narrator, he does not take the hand. He gets on the ship. His coat drags iron dust across the floor. Mechanic, handing over a rag for the floor. Narrator, the mountain does not reach after them. 3.
Learning, working, the landing. Narrator, they come down too fast, correct? Come down again and land on all 3 legs. Thud, 1 beat. Mechanic, there is air. Pilot, air remains popular. Mechanic, the pressure is ordinary. Pilot, excellent. I've always preferred an ordinary pressure. Mechanic, the landing legs are bent. Pilot, less excellent. Mechanic, but they're holding. Narrator, the outer hatch always sticks. The pilot braces his shoulder for it. Instead, the administrator turns the wheel and pushes, and it opens easily. No revelation, only a small release of old seals. Pilot, 40 years of locks, and that one was never latched either. Administrator, I'm aware. Narrator, warm air comes in. It smells of dust, stone, and something green too far away to see. They sit near one another, leave ordinary space between people as much as the room needs. Chorus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The chorus does not turn away. Nobody speaks. The 6th second. Facilitator holds 6 full actual seconds of silence now. Count privately. It will feel long. That is correct. No music, no narration. Nobody rescues it. If someone laughs, hold it anyway. At 6 seconds, continue with the next line as though nothing has happened. Pilot. Well, mechanic. The leg is bent 14 degrees. Pilot. Then it was a very expressive landing. Administrator, you brought us down through the heavy weather. Pilot. Yes. Administrator, that was not correct procedure. Pilot. No. Administrator, it was effective. Narrator, they leave the hatch open. Nobody counts the distance between them. Traveler, and still most nights there's an ache in my chest like a stone I haven't loaded. Coda, the knock, 2 readers. The traveler reads the goose. A chorus reader reads the one outside. No accents. An upturned chair can be a boat. Narrator, on a cold marsh at the end of the reeds there's an upturned boat. Under it lives a goose. Traveler, I have the whole marsh. Cold water, eels, a reed bed where the light comes in low around 4 and turns everything to brass. I can fly. I know the door is open. Narrator, her wing broke once and healed. Her coat is quiet. She does not think badly of herself. She is, by any honest measure, a goose in good order. Narrator, she checks the weight she carries, nothing hidden. She checks the door, unlocked. She checks the coat, quiet as a church. Traveler, then what is it? Narrator.
No more silent pager. The boat does not answer, being a boat. 3 quiet taps on a chair, knee, or table. Chorus, there's a light in your seams. Traveler, it's a bad seam. Chorus, I know. I'm standing in the drip from it. Traveler, are you coming in or are you going to stand there narrating my roof? Chorus, I was waiting to be asked. It's rude otherwise. One ordinary pause. No one explains it. Traveler, come in then. Narrator, the other one comes in. It does not matter what the other one is. Something wet, something that has been out in it. It sits on the far side of the hull and shakes itself, which is inconsiderate and does not apologize. Chorus, you don't have to talk about it. Traveler, I wasn't going to. Chorus, good. I'm tired. Narrator, they sit with the rain going over them. In the morning, the other one leaves. It does not promise to come back. The goose stands in the cut door and watches it go. Traveler, the ache is still here. Narrator, but she has a new piece of information now. The ache had a shape, and the shape was another animal. A breath. Then plainly, this is the part nobody likes. Narrator, the following winter, the goose walked a long way down the reed bed to a place where somebody else lived. She stood outside in the cold for some while. Nobody made her do it. Nobody was coming. Traveler, I was not willing to spend another 11 years listening to my own breathing while I waited for the marsh to be fair. 3 taps hers this time, on the outside of somebody else's wall. Narrator, it went badly the first time. It went badly the second time too. 1 beat. Narrator, it did not always go badly. End. Do not add anything after this.
Text on a screen? Not any line. Appendix. What was cut and why? What survives? The ordinance, the exhaustion of the sail, the window question, the door that was never locked, the 6 seconds, and the goose. If you have 20 minutes instead of 15, add scene 4 back. The stones and the line about ease being what heaviness learned to look like. It is the piece's only positive proposal, and the shortcut is honestly weaker without it.